Let's head to the Windy City to meet another blue-chip prospect on his way to Kentucky. Located on the south side of Chicago, St. Rita of Cascia High School hasn't always been known for its basketball, but it has been lately.
Before I got here, really, St. Rita was a football school and had great success. It's a great sports school with great academics, but all the sports here have done well. We've won the Catholic League the last 3 years in a row. Before that, St. Rita won in 2003, and before that, 1970.
Now in his sixth season at the school, former DePaul and University of Richmond assistant Gary DeCesar has steadily grown the program into a power, but he gives the credit to the guys on the floor.
Our guys have put St. Rita on the map, and it's all about the players. And the players that come here are very dedicated and work hard. And 5 years ago, nobody talked about St. Rita basketball. Now everybody's talking about St. Rita basketball.
When fans talk about St. Rita basketball this year, one particular player stands out: Charles Matthews. He's grown up idolizing Chicago area stars like Derrick Rose and Dwayne Wade, and he's proud to have been brought up in the city's rich basketball history.
Got to be tough mentally and physically. Chicago basketball, it's the Mecca. It's the best in the world, in my opinion, because there's many great players that you all don't see. It's a dogfight every time, from the Park Districts to the state championship. So there's many great players in here, and I'm just fortunate to be adding my name to that long, extremely long list of history when it comes to Chicago basketball.
When people talk about the talents of the 6'5" guard, one word keeps coming up:
versatile.
Very versatile.
And great versatility.
He has basically almost everything that you can say in a good basketball player: the height, the skill, the work ethic.
I can guard many positions. I can score many positions on the floor, many spots on the floor. I can handle the ball, get my teammates involved as well, and I'm a plus rebounder for my size as well.
Matthews is capable of putting up points in a hurry, but that's not his first thought when he steps on the court.
Really just let the game come to me. That's how I never go in the game with the mindset of I have to come out and score 40 or I have to be the man in this game. Really just like to continue with the team concept, but then as all players know, it comes that time where you can see, okay, it's time for you to take the game to your own control and take the game in your hands. So I just stay into the team concept, but then when I feel it's that time and need for me to go and take the game over, that's what I do.
Charles credits his parents and two brothers for keeping him on track, because there are plenty of obstacles in the big city that could have distracted him from his goals.
I was born on the south side, raised there too, so I've seen a little bit of the bad side of Townsend as well as the good side. And I have a very close-knit family. My circle's very tight. They're there with me for support and love, and they just help me whatever my dreams are and protect them.
A great mom, great dad, always best interest of their kids. You have to have that, parental support really, really helps. And, a lot of kids don't have both parents at home and don't have that support. And, they do, and that's why they're on a great track.
Following the example of his parents, Charles is now a role model not only to his younger brother Jordan, but also to the other young players at St. Rita.
He's been a good brother to me. He's been helping me all along. He takes me to works out with him. He does all that type of stuff that a brother should do.
I want to be remembered for the great person I was off the court, just as well as a great player I was on the court. And on the court, I really just want to be labeled as a great teammate. If anything goes wrong, I just want to know my teammates to know that I was always there for them.
He pushes you during the workouts, and he's a leader since he's a senior and he's a leader on the floor, and that makes him a really good teammate.
One of the greatest things is when your best player is your hardest worker, then everybody else follows. So, I think a lot of people look up to Charles, and and I talk to him about this all the time. You have to perform hard every day, and when you take a day off, everybody takes a day off.
Charles chose the Kentucky Wildcats for several reasons, including Coach John Calipari and his history of producing NBA players.
I really went down there and I fell in love with the great history and the players that came before me there, and what they continue to do with the program and how they win, and then they players go on to having much success on and off the court. I want to go to the NBA. That is a great goal of mine, but when I get there, my mindset is not strictly NBA. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. I want to get there and learn as much as possible and win as much as possible and get better as much as possible. And then I feel if I do all those things, the doors to the NBA will open up itself.
In his last year at St. Rita, Charles could potentially set school scoring records and earn several individual honors locally and nationally. But above all else, he wants to help St. Rita hang its first state championship banner in basketball.
At the end of the day, all the personal accolades means nothing if you're not a winner. So I just want to go out on top and be labeled as a winner.
Money!